This is Leeds. Board passengers here before departing. Okay, will do. So press T to open the doors. Insert the master key with Shift and W.
TPWS and AWS operational.
So reset the AWS. Leave the D-ray on because the signal up ahead is at danger. So I don't think there's anything else to do. So the scenario is called 0634 1 Echo 25 Liverpool Lime Street to Scarborough from over 68. So on the front is 68 Auto. Then we have 5 like very fake Mark 5 coaches. They're actually 180s but reskinned to look like a 180. Reskinned to look like a Mark 5 coach. So yes, on the front we have 68 Auto Reliance. And we're going to York. Calling at Leeds, Garforth and York. So York in about 25.5 miles. So wait for departure. So yeah, we're currently in Leeds. On the Leeds lines. Available on alanthompsonsim.com. You have to be a subscriber to get the routes. The free version is just Leeds to Lancaster, and we're going from Leeds to York. The next stop is Garforth at 8:36. So our signal up ahead is yellow, so I turn off the DRA. Doors are closed from what I can see. So release brake. And power to notch 2. So departing Leeds, the speed limit is 25 miles an hour. And we're not moving. We're neutral. So yeah, speed limit is 25 miles an hour, leaving Leeds, and the next stop is Garforth in about 7 miles. So this scenario is set on the 24th of August 2020, and for some reason on this day a stopping train was put in front of this train. So yeah, we'll be following a stopping train all the way to York. So lots and lots of AWS cancelling. Yeah, the 68 just sounds like a beast. So put the power back to notch 1, so we don't exceed 25 miles an hour as we leave Leeds. So yeah, we're coming out the west, or like north, the north bit of Leeds. You know, the boring bit, because the most interesting bit is on the other side, where the trains towards Doncaster and Bradford and Skipton and Ilkley and Huddersfield and Wakefield and Sheffield, with multiple tracks. And this side you just get 2 track. So stations between Leeds and York, we have Leeds, we have Crossgates, Garforth, East Garforth, Micklefield, Church Fenton, Ulfkelth and York. So we'll be only stopping at Garforth on the way. So in real life I have been to Leeds, well the station of Leeds. And I've been to between Rochdale and Leeds, then Leeds to York. There used to be a train from Manchester Victoria through Rochdale and Bradford to Leeds, then to York. But it was cut back to Leeds. I think it was either due to lack of passengers or reliability. They also used to extend to Selby as well. So you could go from Manchester Victoria to Selby. I remember seeing once a pacer by itself going all the way from Manchester Victoria to York. That must have been brutal. I think it was 2018 or something. So we can now accelerate to 45 and the speed limit is also going up to 55. Oh yeah, sorry for the stutter. I need to get an SSD, but they're a bit expensive. Come on, please. Frame rate, come back. Come on. That's loading Neville Hill. It's not hard. So on the left, very shortly, will be Neville Hill Depot. I think it's operated by East Midlands Railway with their HSCs that they don't operate anymore. I mean they have like ex-LNER ones, but not like their own HSCs. Not all, it's used by Northern Cross Country, LNER, multiple operators. So that, yeah, this is Neville Hill. We have 158 Azumas, 170s, 322s. Yeah, I'm not sure what to put on the right, if it's ever actually used. I mean, I have been down here before, and I have seen Neville Hill, but I don't really remember what's on the right, if anything. .158 from York to Leeds to Tango 95. So, out of my new components, I have my graphics card, I have my new PSU, I'm just waiting on my CPU to arrive. It should either arrive later today or tomorrow. I mean, I could put in my graphics card and my new PSU, but I think the CPU, my old CPU, or my current CPU, will be a bit of a bottleneck. So I'll just wait for everything to get here. Speed limit is now 80 miles an hour. But we are running under cautionary aspects as the stopping train is ahead of us. Get a single yellow. Apply by brake. So yeah, looking outside, I really do like Traspanan livery. It's a really good livery. Yeah, the Traspanan livery, it really does suit a lot of things. Passenger view. So yeah, the Traspanan livery, it does suit a lot of stock. Because it suits the 68, it suits the 802, it suits the 397, and it suits the 185. So the danger aspect should be right around the corner, and it's changed to yellow. For some reason, I can't get the camera to go on the top. Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with it. So signal down there is yellow. So now passing through Cross Gates station. So yeah, this is Cross Gates. Next station will be Garforth. So I am expecting the next signal to be double yellow. Also, speed limit is now 90 miles an hour. So yeah, between York and Leeds and York, there are two routes. The first and quickest route is via Micklefield, you know, this way. Then the slower route, the far slower route, is via Harrogate. Because you're gonna going away from York, do like a U-turn to go through Harrogate, then along the top, and then you come into the opposite side of York, the northern bit. So yeah, this route is definitely the quicker route. So Garforth in about 2 miles. So yeah, on the TS 2020 request form, I think I have 6 requests. So that's pretty good. So thank you for your requests. I am looking at them. So this scenario was this scenario, or like idea for a scenario, was requested by Spaghetti Raver. From, you just said Driver 68 somewhere on the TPE network. So the choices were either Manchester Victoria to Huddersfield or Leeds to York. Then he picked Leeds to York. 105 to Manchester Airport. Passing very lagly. I've also had requests for like a 180 or an 86 or a 350 or a pacer. So I will get around to those eventually. So yeah, I think the train is currently starting Garforth station. Oh cool, yellow. Just as I was about to stop. That's cool. Look at that clag. So 68, the transparent ones, they're exclusively used on the trains between Liverpool Lime Street and Scarborough. And that's it. For the moment. So now approaching Garforth station. So they're called out of Liverpool, via Highton and Newton Willows, into Manchester Victoria, through to Huddersfield and Leeds to York, and then to Scarborough. So it's a fairly long route. And they haul like push-pull Mark V coaches, made by CAF or CAF in Spain. So this is Garforth station. So aiming to stop right at the end of the platform. Arrival into Garforth. Next stop is York, arriving at 8:54. So I assume the doors are closed. So reverse it to forward, dare right off, brake release. And power to notch 2. Yeah, because 68s are really powerful. like insanely powerful. Because the design looks like a mixed traction locomotive, mixed freight, mixed whatever. They're designed to haul both passenger and heavy freight, which means they require an insanely powerful engine. I also need to turn on the train supply. So ETS is active. This is East Garforth. I don't know why Garforth needs two stations, literally right next to each other. Because if you started at East Garforth and a 68 was leaving Garforth towards Scarborough, I think you would hear it leave Garforth, because 68 engines, they are that loud. So yeah, York in about 17 miles. What I have is a yellow. So next station is Micklefield, where the line straight on goes to Selby, and the line to the left goes towards York and Church Fenton. '68 from Scarborough to Victoria, 1 Foxtrot 56. So put on as much brake as we can, just so we can stop. So yeah, now coming up on Micklefield station. I see we have a yellow. So yeah, in the distance is Micklefield station. So yeah, line to the left goes to York, and then straight on goes to Selby and Hull. I would accelerate a bit more, but we have a red up ahead, or danger aspect. So the signal up ahead is, from what I can tell, is danger. So we're gently pushing it so we don't spad. And it's yellow. Cool. you know what I didn't do? Put on the branding. Yeah, I always forget the branding. Always. So yes, yesterday is in the 25th. So on the 25th, yesterday, Class 40 was going from Bury East Lancs Railway to Crewe. It was being loaned on a 6-month loan period trial thing from the ELR to locomotive services. I think it's used for like rail tours and things. So I saw it at Manchester Victoria, even though it did start in Bury and went through Castleton towards Victoria, then towards Newton Willows, going to Banky to Crewe. Why doesn't that thing on yellow appear on the hood? So yeah, it was really nice seeing a 40 again. 40145. So on the front it had a head code of 0 Zulu 90, and the rear it had a head code of, I think it was 0 Zulu 45. So for some reason it had 2 different head codes. So yeah, I also saw a pacer going out to Kirby. 185, 66, no wait, didn't. No, not 66. 175s, 185s, 195s, 158s, 150s. You know, northern stuff. 331s, 195s. Sprinters, pacers, Desiros, activities. You know, the normal Manchester stuff. It was a good few hours. A good few hours. So yeah, next station will be Church Fenton, where we join the line from, I think it's Moorthorpe or something. Yeah, I don't know the area exactly. I just know the main lines. Then after Church Fenton will be Ullskelve, then Colton Junction, where we join the line from Doncaster and King's Cross, and then York. So yeah, next video after this will be in a 180 from Peterborough to King's Cross, as someone did request. I think another request that I can remember is a 350 on the West Coast Main Line South. I think an interesting thing to do would be like a stopping train from like, I don't know, Tring to Euston in a pair of 350s, using the 350 EP. Yeah, someone also asked about driving in 86 on the Great Eastern. So my first thought was like a freight train. Maybe they meant like a passenger train, like a Greater Anglia 86. But for that I need a Mark II DBSO from AP. And the Class 314 and 315 from AP as well. Hopefully there's a sale next week, the August bank holiday, so hopefully everybody will have a sale so we can buy things. So rounding the curve towards Church Fenton. This is Church Fenton. Yeah, that would have been a perfect stop if we were actually stopping here. I wonder what we're waiting for. Let me just check the map. Oh, what's if I train to Plymouth? Cool. So by the train will stop, a reverser to neutral, and DRA on. Where are those coaches? Oh, there they are. That was weird. So raise a brake, reverse to forward, DRA off, and power to notch 2. Just so we don't, you know, just go for the passengers, because 68s, as I said, they are insanely powerful. So yeah, for some reason we are crossing onto the, I think it's called the down slow or something, through Usco Station. I don't know why. I don't know why we can't just continue straight down on the down fast. I don't know. Maybe it makes passing easier in York or something. Because in York we are due into platform 5. So the speed limit across here is 70. Like, network rail wants trains to cross that junction at 70 miles an hour. It's a bit tight, don't you think? I would put it like a 40 or something, like a 30, not 70. So the next station we'll pass through is Usco, and then York. I guess speed limit 80. $150 from York to Hull. Yeah, I was going to pass him on the line to the right, but for some reason TS was having a fit about it and wouldn't let me, so I just put him on the left. This is Usco. I probably pronounced it wrong. We shouldn't be too far away from Colton Junction, where we're joining the main East Coast Main Line from Doncaster. Come on. 105 to Liverpool. Yeah, that was meant to be an 802, but because we don't have a diesel variant of the TPE 802, I just use 185s. Yeah, this is why AP really does need someone. This is why we really need someone to make like a proper EP for the 800. So we can run it both on diesel and electric, and not just electric. But if you did make an IET EP, we could have so many different deliveries. We can use it everywhere. Definitely value for money. mean, I will buy it the second it comes out. Because for liveries, you can have the original test livery, like completely white. You could have GWR. You could have the original like version of flowing silk. You have LNER. You can have Transpennine. You can have whole trains. What else is there? I think that's it. So yeah, a lot of different liveries. You can drive it on the East Coast Main Line, you can drive it on the Great Western, you can drive it anywhere. Because ATs are pretty much the new HST. You can even drive it on the MML when the 803 comes out. Or whatever the class is called. Yeah, the East Coast Main Line is on the right, so we are now approaching Colton Junction, which I've been to in real life. It's a very nice location. Lots of high speed. And a zoomers. And the occasional night one. So we are now on the East Coast Main Line. On the down fast. Hopefully the sim doesn't dump in York, on the approach to it. Better a quick save. So we're about 4.5 miles left to York. I'm not sure if we'll see any other trains because at this time the East Coast Main Line is a bit quiet. So if you want to drive this scenario for yourself, it will be made available on ATS. At some point in time. I also need to put up the last video on ATS as well. I mean the scenario, not the video. Yeah, I have a lot of things to do. I think somewhere on the left at some point will be like a park and ride thing, where you park your car in a car park, then you take like a bendy bus into the centre of York. I'm not sure if that's still happening because of Corona. But in the car park, you can see the East Coast Main Line on one side. I think it's there. I think it's right there on the right. Tesco Extra. Cool. So you park your car there, and then you can get like a park and ride into York City Centre, because York City Centre is really busy. I guess like any city centre. So approaching York, speed limit goes down to 60th and 40th and 30. So quickly slowing down to 60 miles an hour. Come on, load York, please. There we go. So on the left are your Colgate sidings, used for freight and runarounds and things. So yeah, after this bridge should be York Station. So along to the left is like a freight avoider for York. And this is York Station, which I've been to many times in real life, and on the left is the NRM and Railway Operations Centre owned by Network Rail. So in York, I'm aiming to stop at the end of the platform where the signal is and the main building and the footbridge. So this is the end of the video. Thank you so much for tuning in or watching. Follow me on Twitter for future video updates. Join my Discord for screenshots and things. Thank you for watching. If you want to request a video or a live stream idea, there's a link in the description to a Google Sheets form, a Google form, which you can fill out and then submit. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. So arrival into York.